Steelers Nation, when the calendar hits Week 18 and you're about to face the Baltimore Ravens, every single move matters. And while all eyes are on Sunday night, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been quietly making moves behind the scenes, hosting 6 free agents for workouts ahead of the biggest game of the regular season. This tells us one thing, loud and clear: this team is preparing for war. Before we break down who these players are, why the Steelers are doing this right now, and what it means for Sunday, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Steelers Nation Update, and help us hit our goal of 2,000 subscribers. We just started this channel, and if you live and breathe black and gold, you're in the right place. Now let's talk about what's really going on. Steelers host 6 free agents. Who are they? According to Capper2's Aaron Wilson, the Steelers brought in 6 players for workouts on Tuesday. Defensive backs: Z. Alexander, Evan Home, Makari Page, Donico Slaughter, JT Woods. Tight end: Jaheim Bell. 5 defensive backs and 1 tight end. That distribution alone tells a story. Why now? Injuries are forcing the Steelers' hand. Let's be real, this isn't random. The Steelers are dealing with real injury concerns at 2 critical positions heading into Week 18. At cornerback, James Pierre missed last week with a calf injury. Brandon Eccles was out with a groin injury. Against Cleveland, that secondary depth was tested, and now you're heading into a matchup with Lamar Jackson, Zay Flowers, and an offense that thrives on stress and misdirection. At tight end, it's even more serious. Darnell Washington suffered a broken arm, and that's massive. Washington isn't just a receiving tight end, he's a 6th offensive lineman, a core piece of the run game, and a red zone weapon because of his size. You don't just replace that overnight. Jaheim Bell, the most interesting name here. Let's talk about Jaheim Bell, because this is the name that really stands out. Bell is a versatile tight end who can line up in line, flex out wide, contribute as a pass catcher. If the Steelers add him to the practice squad, it gives Arthur Smith and the offensive staff options, while Washington is sidelined. And against Baltimore, flexibility matters. You need players who can move, adjust, and create mismatches, especially if your usual blocking tight end is unavailable. Bell wouldn't replace Washington's physical presence, but he could help keep the offense functional and unpredictable. Defensive back workouts, Ravens week logic. Now let's talk about those defensive backs. 5 DBs being worked out right before Ravens week is not a coincidence. The Ravens force defenses into extended plays, scramble drills, broken coverage situations. If Pierre or Eccles can't go, or if the Steelers want insurance, bringing in fresh legs makes sense. Even if none of these guys are signed immediately, the Steelers are doing their homework, staying proactive, and making sure they're not caught off guard. That's what serious teams do. What this says about the Steelers' mindset, to me, as a Steelers fan, this sends a clear message. This team is locked in. They're not assuming health, they're preparing for every scenario. Week 18 against the Ravens could decide division positioning, playoff seeding, or even playoff qualification. There is no margin for error, and the front office is treating it that way. Final thoughts from a fan's heart. Do these workouts guarantee a signing? No, but they guarantee something more important: urgency. This is a Steelers team that knows what's at stake, understands its weaknesses, and is doing everything possible to be ready. And honestly, that's all we can ask for as fans. Now I want to hear from you, Steelers Nation. Which position worries you more, heading into Ravens week, cornerback or tight end? Do you think the Steelers should sign one of these guys immediately? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk football. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and help us reach 2,000 subscribers. We're building this channel together, and you're here from the start. This is Victor. Here we go, Steelers.